Hey guys, and welcome back to the Glorp Factory. Now, I haven't played any since I showed you guys around last time, but I have uploaded the video, which I were in doubt of if I ever were going to do. So, since last time I have settled on calling this series Glorp Corp, at least in the titles. I might refer to it as the Glorp Factory at most times. Still. But we are going to work for the glorious Glorp Corporation. I haven't made a Minecraft friendly logo, but we'll work on that on some later date. We have bigger fish to fry, like this huge hole that I almost stand upon. We need to expand this hole, and we also need something to fill it with. And I'm going to start on that first to fabricate the materials we're going to need to fill in the actual factory when we have finished with digging the hole in the ground. So that's what we are going to do today. At least that was what I'm planning to do today. So we have our outline here. I broke those since earlier just to check if our audio is alright. So first things first, we are going to need a lot of bricks to make this work, because I think a lot of this is going to be brick based, because in vanilla Minecraft it isn't the most pretty block, but with the shipped mod it's actually going to be quite nice. But to make that work correctly, we'll need to actually have bricks, and bricks is a bit of a pain in the ass to make. So let's see here, because bricks need bricks need a brick for brick, and brick is made by clay in most cases. You can trade it by the mason, but we might set up a trader for it, but I don't think it's the most efficient way to do this. So the most efficient way, I believe, is just to not do that, but it's the washing recipe. Sadly, we need regular sand and not red sand, which we already have automated. And sand is made of gravel, and gravel is made of cobblestone ground down. So wait, can we just out of curiosity, is there no, it's just sand. Oh, that's all right. So we're going to need to grind down a whole bunch of cobblestone, which means we need to expand our cobble production, I believe. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, we got the accident. I did have to poke at the quest book, which was involved in this mod pack. I'm not going to do that often. That's why I have a bunch of random blocks on map. Let's see. Yeah, we need a compressed cobble. I mean, I need. I'm going to do this super lazily, I think. So, because I think it's a cobblestone actually. That yeah. Yeah, it's the cobblestone which actually is the limiting factor here. That's it. Can we? I'm not going to do that. I think it's better just expanding our cobble production. Because I'm not producing deep slate. Now, windows and buckets. No, cobblestone is easy to come by. This place is going to be demolished anyway. Because I placed the shaft in the wrong place. So, let's see here. We need compressed cobble. Okay, and 3 is the maximum, alright. Maybe not. This is actually quite a good research for when we are going to expand the factory later. I'll just use that one. I don't really care. then. I should probably be wearing armor while I'm doing things like this. If this works, it might be really efficient. I'm not really sure if it's going to work. Seems like it works. So when we're building our factory, we will probably be using this setup here, or a variant of it. Because it's efficient space, so it's quite efficient space-wise, and it's really efficient when it comes to lava usage. Okay, this has started going again, so that means we should have more ready supply of materials. Also and that we're very good at, so, and top is good, so we should actually have more materials coming in also. I might boost our direct production a bit also. No, that's not really necessary, I believe. We have enough, I think. Let's climb and see what's going on here. Yeah, we get the sand here. The washer we should actually look at because that's... Yeah, that's going to be a bottleneck. see how we're doing on the cobble. Yeah, it's going steadily up, so this is going to be fine. I am going to expand diorite with 1. For fuck's sake. We can make we'll do it manually. This is why the crate drill didn't work. Because when the crate drill is stationary, it just acts like it breaks a block and half of them is flung back into the lava. Yeah, because we are running a bit low, so we might get the overflow of diorite, but it could be worse. When I found that the more efficient way to build a generator, I just went for it. Stone generating, let's see. Is there something more fun we can do with stone generating? Custom generating, that's... Yeah, because that's the cobblestone. Yeah, that's the 4 we're using. Cobblestone generating. Can you nether quartz with stone cobblestone generating? That I didn't know. We might build a couple of just regular ones if this is something that can be done. That's what we are using. I should, at some point we should also go to Bastion to get the smithing template, because we have a lot of netherite we're not using at the moment. We could have like a full netherite armor and a backpack and all that, if we manage to get some, because we have hundreds of ancient debris, which will convert to like 60 netherite ingots or something. It's actually maybe worth it to make more of these also, if we have blue ice somewhere. But now we are fixed that should keep for a while. See how our brick rate is going up. I think that's better. It isn't moving right now, but I think the biggest limitation is actually the clay. Or is it back? If it's backed up, no, it's not backed up there, so it's not the clay, it's the sand. Which one of these guys are sand again? I think it's one of these top ones. Maybe the grinding is actually backed up. Let's see if we can replace them with brass funnels, because that should increase the... I don't know if you can grind stacks, but we can try. No. Should also open a kelp. We might actually do that today, because we're going to need a lot of belts down there, and it's better to... I'm just going to set up some things I know we're going to need at some point, and just prepare ourselves. for eventual carnage. Do you have a stack of wheels? No, we don't. That's stack upgrades or something we're going to automate in a new factory. We have one. We'll make more. That will do it. And this setup I did with granule, it's fun and all, but I think I'm going to make it horizontal in the factory, because this is starting to be a bit bothersome. Where is the dicky thing? Okay, we're going to need Some charcoal. Okay, let's do this. Do we need extra one just for bow? Where did it go? Where did it go? Why I'm playing in the rain and the dark at the same time, I cannot tell. So the basic idea here is that we want just to have a steady supply of steel. So we can... yeah. In case we need to make more production stuff. We need a detector. Oh, we're used to pull twigs. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. That should hold for a while. Just set it at that. No, it's not iron. That should do it. this wrong, I'm not going to have part assemblies anymore. Because this one chain of the part, one piece of chain breaks, and then everything breaks, and just produces too much of one thing. That's why I set the limiter on what the actual machine produces now, mostly. I can't remember what I needed the crusher for. What did I need it for? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I needed it for... we're going to make a speed upgrade. And I needed crushed osmium. That's what I needed the crusher for. This is not going to be an automated one because it's osmium is something I have a lot of. The only thing that's going to be automated here is importer. That's probably a lot more than I need. Oh, I need to keep an eye on these power banks. Looks like they're keeping steady for now. So now we should actually get some more bricks into the system again. So, let's see here. that's under control. That's been about an hour, so I think I'll end the second episode about now. So we have fixed our, or we have not fixed, but we have steadied our brick production. So we should be comfortable with building the factory. Quite soon. So what I think we'll do next time is going up here and or maybe here, I'm not sure yet, but we'll need to build a kelp farm because I don't have one yet, and I think I'm doing quite bad at the moment on kelp. Yeah, we're quite dire on the kelp situation, and I think I think it's better to have that under control before we start. Before we continue much further on the, before we start doing more work on the factory, because we're going to need to set up a lot of belts after a little while, even though it's not a building phase. I want to have a base amount of kelp, and I think the kelp farm is going to live up here anyway, because I'm not going to move any of the other farms. Might tweak them after a while, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually do that much differently with the kelp farm. So I think this is going to be the kelp farm. I'm just going to dig it out to the, and fill it with water and make a spinning thing. And then we'll have the kelp farm. Other future projects we're going to do before getting too far on that factory is to set up a temporary biofuel line. Because a part of the factory is to get and figure out how we do the fuel. Because we're going to have at least one huge steam engine. And I'm not going to set up blaze crakes because we have a mod that makes us able to fuel the blaze with liquid fuel. If we go to, I think it's biofuel and use cases. So we can put straw onto that and then feed the blaze with the biofuel. So we're going to produce biofuel, which is going to be a bit interesting. Sorry about the creaking chair. So that's going to be let's see. Can use sticks. Now exactly what we use to combine with seed oil is easy. I hope. Rice, tomato seeds, flaxseed. Yes, we have a shit ton of flaxseed, so we're going to use them for the seed oil. And then I think you can use saplings for this actually, because sugar we can do. Cinder flour is just netherrack, which we can do very comfortably. We could do that. I could do that extremely easy. And so that's all right. We have these two are in the box. It's just a biomass, but we can use flax saplings, which also are good for. I think we're like several thousand from the tree farm. And if you start running out at some point in the future, we can expand our. Because we go, yeah, we have. We're not going to want for any of the things we need to make our biofuel. We're all good already for that. So I think next time we're going to set up the kelp farm, and then we are going to make a shit ton of biofuel, or not make a shit ton of, but we're going to make the facilities for it. So this is our most of our day's work here. Virtual position. That's tricky. So this has been our second episode of the Glorp Corporation in our building of new Glorp Factory. Hopefully it's not completely useless entertainment value. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.